Hey guys, it's Jason at Hard Money Bankers with your Private Money Minute. Today's topic is how do you prepare for an idea or a project? We all know execution is king, and if you can't execute, there's no point to be in the game because it's the only thing that's important. But doing execution really starts mentally and mentally preparing yourself and brainstorming for what you're getting yourself into. I catch myself sometimes brainstorming more than the actual execution or doing of the project. And I'm one person that unless I can wrap my brain around it, I'm not going to do it. Similar to these types of videos. When I started these about a year ago, I wasn't exactly sure I was going to do it. I had to make sure it was super simple so I could be consistent at doing it. So I was mentally prepared to do so. After I mentally prepare and I kind of have a roadmap for it, what I like to do is whiteboard the flow. I put it on a whiteboard just to make sure what's in my head is flowing correctly. Here's an example of one. This is a video. It was like an HMB, a promo for our lending company, and you know, I whiteboarded. I had it in my head, and I whiteboarded some different slides and some different shoots I was going to talk about, and then it kind of made it real, and I was able to follow along. After you whiteboard it, obviously you put it maybe into a more permanent structure if you want to put it on a piece of paper, on a Google Drive, and then obviously just like anything that you work on, after you do it and you learn it as the entrepreneur, as the business owner, as the investor, we have to do it. And then we try to outsource it or structure another way that someone else is spending the majority of their time on doing it. So, we have a small role of that. Someone else is implementing it over for us. So let's just take a quick walk around the office. I'm going to show you some other things. And again, this isn't even scripted. I'm just going to go some whiteboards that we have. Here's one right here of a marketing kit that we're going to be doing for real estate investors. So any real estate investor that wants to come to us and get a marketing kit, they're going to get a logo, business card, flyers, stuff like that. So these are all things that I was putting in one of our project management softwares that I could share with one of our outsourced guys to set up. This is another video script that I have kept me organized. I had it kind of in my head about what I wanted to talk about, but I put it on a whiteboard to keep it organized. We've got this. This is income and expense. For you. It's for a buddy's company and another real estate investor that we work with. He came in and he was like, "Hey, I'm getting a bunch of income types and some expenses, and I'm confused about how to set this up." And Chris and I actually kind of just broke it down exactly how it made sense. And after we broke it down on a whiteboard, he was like, "Wow, this makes sense. I was having a hard time wrapping my brain around it. Now, now I get it," and he's implementing it. And this one last whiteboard that we have over here, I'm sure you've seen the video related to our thoughts related to the funnel, where you have your marketing engine, you have your transactions, your business, and then you have your finance and your investments. And we've always tried to figure out kind of ways. It's not real until you put it on paper, until you write it down. Obviously, we all know that. So by putting this together, Chris and I actually put this into a more formal copy. So it's, hey, we're living right here in our transaction. We know that we need to continue to spend more time on marketing, and the end result is the financial stuff, setting up financial buckets with retirement funds, retirement funds, assets, and things like that. So again, we all have these ideas on here. Everyone's got good ideas, but the important part of any idea is properly executing. So in order to properly execute, you have to have a game plan. You have to brainstorm. You have to have a mindset that you're good to go. And then you got to put it to paper and put it on a whiteboard, put it to paper, and then figure out a way to permanently implement some of those things on a regular basis. And it's really the only way to do it. You can't work off your head. You need to have the stuff there. And just like anything else, as you grow to be a small business owner, it's good to be able to, after you learn it and figure out, you can put it in a more permanent structure where you can get someone in your office or a virtual assistant do a lot of heavy lifting. Cool. So anything that you're currently working on, I'd love to hear about it. Share it with the team. You can comment below this video related to ways that you stay organized, ways that you implement projects. No matter what you're doing, execution is key, and you can't execute it unless you have a proper game plan to do so. And this is one thing that really helps us. As always, I appreciate it. This is Jason with your Private Money Minute. Like, comment, share, subscribe.